my second editor here as another program, like Elements. When you have two programs shown up there, when you go to the photo menu and choose Edit In, you'll find additional choices. So you can send it to another program, the second program you have set up here. Here's a stack with original, and remember how we can do stacking, how I had multiple images that look similar. Went to the photo menu, I think it was, and chose either photo or library, and chose group into stack. And that put them all as one image with just a little number on top. I could click to expand it, click again to collapse. Well, this wants to know if you're going to open an image and edit it in Photoshop. In the end, Photoshop is going to create a new file, in this case a TIFF file. And do you want it to stack that with the original picture, which might have been a JPEG, might have been a, well, most likely a RAW file. So you still only see one image. Can be convenient. And then this is for file naming. It just usually puts the word edit on the end. If you'd rather have it put photoshopped or something else, you could click here and say you want to edit this and put the word. If it is a coworker, just do something like make it so all their images from now on are named manipulated at the end whenever they use it in Photoshop. Go over to file handling. We talked about this before. This is if you're going to convert to DNG when you import your images, what settings are used. Down here it says metadata, if your image has some metadata attached. Other programs treat metadata in different ways. And here it's just saying what should it do if it encounters certain characters that are not necessarily common in metadata. How should it treat them? And how should it also treat these other characters? Let's say when you're done, you need to upload your pictures to a news service. And the news services server is old and antiquated. It can't handle complex file names. Well, you could say don't allow these weird characters in your file names that server can't handle. Don't allow spaces. Instead, use underscores or dashes, and so on. Here's your cache. If you ever get a message that says your hard drive is full and you want to save some space, hit this button, Purge Cache. That means your any information it has that's not essential to the images, and it can be some of your previews and things can be purged. They'll have to be regenerated the next time you view the image, but that would be done automatically. That kind of stuff. This is cool, I think. I want to customize Lightroom, and I'm going to close this up. In Lightroom, you know how we had our identity plate? We could put our name up there, put our logo up there. Well, then on these little side panels, when you scroll through, you can get something to appear right down here. If I come into my preferences, you can control it under interface, and they're called end marks. And you can put a flourish there. You can put a box. You can put all sort of things. And some people really like that little thing. And it's like, oh, great. Do you really need that? No. But there's one other thing you can do, and that is you can click here and say go to Panel End Marks folder. That's a special folder on your hard drive that most people don't know about. And if I go to Panel End Marks folder, it will highlight this Panel End Marks. In there, there's nothing. But if I go and try to hide others, see if I have one. Ooh, I have it somewhere here. It'll take me a minute to find it. I think it's called the Ben badge. Do you remember what I've been watermarking my images with? Remember there's that little circle called the Ben badge? There it is. Well, I'm going to drag that over here. It's a PNG file, meaning I used Save for Web in Photoshop to save it in a file format called PNG, which is a file format good for logos for the internet. So I just put it in that folder. Now I'm going to go back to Lightroom. And in here, let me see if I have it yet. I might need to close this and reopen it. Hopefully it'll just be in Preferences. Yeah, there. Ben badge. See, not usually people don't know they can put it in there. So now I can have that right at the end of these panels. It'll appear both on the right and the left panel when you scroll down to the bottom. I think it's kind of cool. You can put your own one in, especially because most people either don't know you can even have something there or only know how to get the plain old ones. Okay?